What's up guys, Daniel here in the Tech Studio. I have the Galaxy S21 FE. Is this still a good option 6 months later as a mid-level smartphone? Let's get into it. Alright, so let's go over all of the numbers and whatnot. In the Galaxy S21 FE, we got a 6.4 inch 1080p 120Hz HDR10 Plus display. It's a classic Samsung flagship display. We have last gen Snapdragon 888 chip with 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage with no expandable storage actually. We have a 4300 milliamp hour battery, which is fine, I guess, pretty standard, nothing amazing here. In display, fingerprint reader, triple camera array with a wide angle and a telephoto lens, wireless charging, fast charging, and finally, all this came in at around $600. Now, let's get into the things I like about this phone. First thing you notice is the look of the phone. I love this pure white color. It's a very simple and elegant device. I really like it. Looks very premium. Fingerprint readers seem to be really good nowadays, so I'm going to stop pointing it out as a good thing. I'll only point it out if it's like bad from now on. Even though we only have 6 gigs of RAM in here, the phone doesn't feel sluggish or slow. The screen is, among the best, top of its class. Very sharp and bright, contrasty, super smooth, the 120 Hz display. I really like that all 3 cameras are actually really good. If you have perfect light, then these cameras are absolutely A+. And that's kind of rare because usually if you have multiple cameras, at least one of them is crap. And that's surprisingly not the case here. I mean, I can definitely make an entire camera review video on this phone. I have tons of footage, tons of pictures that I would love to analyze. So let me know in the comments below if this is something you'd want to see. And also subscribe while you're down there, please. Thank you. Basically, everything on this phone is very Samsung in that everything is definitely an A or A- across the board. Now, let's get into things that I don't like or things that can be improved. I literally just said things are an A across the board. That doesn't mean there aren't things that I don't like or can be improved. So, my biggest grievance I have against Samsung in general is their bloatware. Now, what is bloatware? So, when you get a phone, you have all of the native apps of that operating system, your phone app, messaging, calculator, etc. For Android, these will all be Google apps. Bloatware is everything that comes with the phone that isn't these native apps. In Samsung's case, nearly everything is a Samsung version of that native app. And that is on top of just random apps I will never ever use or open, like AR Zone, Game Launcher, an entire Microsoft folder of apps, Samsung free. What even is that? I'll tell you what it is. Useless. So because you need to keep track of 2 different sets of apps and deal with all these extra apps that you'll never use, all this bloatware takes up a lot of space. That's why we call it bloatware. Even the phone and clock apps are not native Google apps. They're Samsung apps. And because it's Samsung, that means you now have 2 app stores, the Google Play Store and the Galaxy Store, literally right next to each other when you set up your phone. Which, by the way, Galaxy Store is horrendously slow and cancerous. Like, I get 2 ads before I can even do anything in the app. Feels like I'm transported 10 years into the past, back to my Galaxy S4 or something. Horrible, horrible. Fix it. Fix it. Anyways, I don't know why we let Samsung get away with this. I haven't really heard anyone else mention this before, but I'm going to mention it now. So cut it out, please. Stop. This is actually why I switched from Samsung to another device, but that's another story. I'll do a review on that phone at some point. Now, most phones beyond the Pixel lineup are not completely devoid of bloatware, but Most phones don't have a dedicated app store on top of the Google Play Store, and this issue is present on all Samsung smart devices, phones, and tablets. Other than that, my only other complaint is the back is cheap plastic. It's great for not showing fingerprints, so it's very practical. But it's still very cheap, way too cheap for its price. This OnePlus Nord N20 is half the price and has the build quality and feel of a phone at least twice its price. So that's a bit of a concern for me. All right, so 6 months later, is this phone still a good choice? Well, this is a great choice actually. If you're looking for a mid-range phone, flagship performance for $600, even if the build quality isn't totally flagship level, Samsung is probably the safest choice. And this may be the safest Samsung of them all. But keep in mind its price, okay? It's $600, but a Galaxy S22 is $700. The new OnePlus 10T with 16 gigs of RAM is gonna be out soon, and it's only $650 right now. So pick and choose, you know. Anyways, that's it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.